Hey, Gemma Gilbert here. So in this video, I want to talk around this this question that people often bring up about, should my group coaching program be cheaper than my one-on-one? And so often what they do is they go like half price or something. And the rationale for this is that, well, there's multiple people in my group program. And so because they get less one-on-one contact time, because it's less personalized, because they get less of me, therefore the price point for this should be much, much cheaper than my one-on-one, which ultimately then often makes it quite hard for you to hit your income goals because you've put the price so low in order to meet that kind of rationale that you just gave, that you're then, but how do I actually make money with a group program? So I just want to share with you 5 reasons that I actually think this is a bit of a myth, right? And actually your group program could be more expensive than your one-on-one. So the core point, the first point, is that when we are selling programs, we are selling value, right? We're selling the result that people get. We're not selling our time. And that's part of what we move away from when we move away from one-on-one, like I'm selling you an hour of my time, to selling people a package. We're pricing based on value. So the question to ask yourself is, what value does the program deliver? And compare that to your one-on-one if you want. Now, for example, for my group program, I actually honestly believe it delivers more value than my one-on-one, because there is so much you get in group that you don't get with me when you work one-on-one. So which leads me on to my second point, is that like when you work with group with me, you get an incredible curriculum. And I mean a curriculum that I have designed to implement every single step of the system that you need to create an evergreen program, market and sell it, right? And so my one-on-one, where people are like, cool, you just tell me that live on a call? Well, like, yeah, I can, but 1, it's a dreadful waste of our time, and 2, I'm going to forget stuff. Like, this pre-recorded curriculum over here, this is going to do so much of the hard work for you, and it's actually going to have you implement as well. And number 2, when people work with me one-on-one and they say they don't want group, you miss out on these group calls. So you miss out of this community of like 35 women who are all doing the exact same thing as you. And so if you imagine the amount of times that you feel like you're alone, like you doubt yourself, you think, how do I navigate this problem? If you've got a community of people that have solved those problems themselves, have probably been where you were 2 weeks ago and can say, oh, I know you're freaking out about that. Like, don't worry, this is what I did. It's so powerful. So yes, I think I'm a great coach, and working one-on-one with me, you'll get my experience, but you're missing out on the experience of all the other people in the program who are working on the exact same thing as you. Which leads me on to my third one, which is community. So you've got the group calls, but then you have the community, right? And now free communities are great. I love my Facebook group, but paid communities are a completely different scale. Like the level of value and support and accountability and cheerleading that happens in my paid community is incredible, right? People love the community. So you don't get that in one-on-one. So already, like we're pricing based on value, not based on time anyway. But secondly, when you are adding in layers of value, such as a curriculum and the power of group calls and the power of community, you're actually creating a container that allows people to get better results. My clients get better results in my group container. And therefore, why would one-on-one necessarily be more expensive? Right? Because they get more of me, which leads me on to my fourth point, is that my group coaching actually includes one-on-one, right? It's a hybrid model. So why would that be cheaper if I'm then bringing all of the value of group and then I'm adding in one-on-one support as well? So all of these reasons, I just want you to challenge this perception you're having that group means cheap, because it doesn't have to be true. Group means you are looking at the result people get and what that result is worth for them, right? So if people pay you £5,000 and you help them make £25,000, that result is worth it for them. We have to look at where they're at in their lives and the result that they ultimately want to figure out the pricing of our program and how we should price that. So just because you move to a group model does not mean you cannot hit your income goals. I would love to know if you agree or disagree. Have an awesome day.